Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to, obviously, you've seen this around the channel, between my Las Vegas Aces taking on the Seattle Storm. Obviously, you still have to finish up through the Atlanta Dream and Dallas Wings game. But before we get into it, if you guys are new, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, definitely shout out the content. Every little bit helps to grow the channel. And that being said, so let me get some comments here. Let me get... Yeah, it's whatever. But yeah, so I got to get through and all that stuff. Got a close game down in Dallas. All right. Oh. Oh, man. Right, let me try something really quick. There we go. All right. All right. All right. And there we go. That's no good. Okay. That number 22, it pulls up for 2. That was good. And now we got Chelsea Gray now taking it up for the Aces. Now out to Candace Parker. Out to Plum. Plum off the glass. Good for 2 from Kelsey Plum. Let me just try. And Aces last season went 28-10. Or 26-10. Tight deep. Floater. Oh, gets the friendly bounce. Good for 2 from Seattle. So now we got Chelsea Gray. Screened by Parker. Gray out to Plum. Oh, taken away by Seattle. Got a 3-turner off to the races. And that's going to be stripped out of bounds. That's still going to stick with the Storm. Okay, inbound for three. That's completely misses everything. Chelsea Gray chases down the rebound. I got Gray. Now screened by Parker. Gray out to Wilson. Wilson back out to Chelsea Gray. Back to Parker or Wilson in the post. Off the glass, can't finish. Rebound by 21. We got 21. Now hands it off. And blocked by Asia Wilson. Ace is right now going on a 4-on-3 fast break. Gray pulls up from mid-range to short. Rebound by Jackie Young. Jackie Young up, scoop and score. Good for two by Jackie Young. Alrighty. Plum with tight defense on the outside. And Wilson. Floater, too strong. Plum with the rebound. And that's going to be Asia Wilson recovers. Parker to the basket. Off the glass, good for two by Candace Parker. I got 22 driving off the glass. That's tied up at 6. Yvonne Turner already with 4 points already for the Seattle Storm. Now we got Chelsea Gray out to Parker. Back to Gray on the handoff. Now to Plum. Plum pulls up for 3. Cannot hit. And out of bounds, Seattle basketball. And they got Charles now coming in for the Storm. Out to Lloyd. Lloyd taking on Jackie Young. And that was good for 2. So Seattle. That was by Mercedes Russell. That's good for 2. A quick whistle to Russell inbounding. And here comes Lloyd from mid-range. Cannot hit. Rebound to. And that's going to be a foul again. That's going to go against the Seattle Storm. And the Storm last season kind of fell short to the Aces in the WNBA Finals in the playoffs last season, going 22-14 overall. So now we got Plum. Now behind the bounce pass to Parker for mid-range. Cannot hit. Rebound to number 22. So now we got Jewel Lloyd. And tough defense by the Aces. And Aces come out with the basketball. Here comes Chelsea Gray. Going around the screen. Tries to split a couple defenders. Quick shot. Cannot hit. Rebound by Russell. And Parker tried to come up with a steal, but to no avail. Hands off to Lloyd. Now another dribble handoff. And Asia Wilson with the block. Out of bounds. Still sticks with the Seattle Storm. And we get a timeout. And a tie game at 4:36 here early in the first. Game tied at 8. So yeah, but shout out to everyone though. Oh God. Shout out to the 2 though. Oh boy. A shout out to the 4 that's coming in. Because like I said, I'm still a little bit rusty. Especially with the Seattle Storm, though. Because obviously my team's the Aces right now. With a different look, though. At the same time. I mean, so far you hit right now. You're pretty much the leading scorers for the Storm right now combined is Yvonne Turner and Mercedes Russell with both 4 points apiece. In terms of the Aces right now, that's Kelsey Plum still picking up where she left off. So pretty much your starting 5 is pretty much the only difference was Candace Parker is part of the starting 5 for the Aces. So I'm gonna try to get some more people up in here, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun this year for the WNBA, mostly for my Las Vegas Aces, anyways. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So obviously, right now, Kelsey Plum right now is the leading scorer with 4. Both Parker and Jackie Young actually with 2 to have for their 8 points. Alrighty. What up, Greg and John? What's good, my dude? Oh, god damn. What up, Arco? Shit. At least I have a fun trip, though. Be a lot of fun. Obviously, the WNBA tip-off for 2023, presented by CarMax, between my Aces taking on the Seattle Storm. Yeah. Even though I know that's a little bit of a... obviously, Becky Hammond is not coaching for the first 2 games because of the respecting the workplace violations. Even though I don't really think Becky Hammond is that kind of person to... Yeah, that is true, too. We get... And Lloyd cannot hit. Rebound goes to Jackie Young. Actually pulls down the rebound. Now hands off to Gray. Now to Wilson. Back to Young, who drives to the basket. We'll draw the contact. It's going to go to the line for 2.
I think the lack of transparency in what the final decision was is what makes it very difficult.
And the first free throw is good. And I've got the owner, Mark Davis, in the building for the Aces. Obviously, the reigning and defending WNBA champs from a season ago. And 1-2 for Wilson. Alicia Wilson chases down the rebound. Now out to Gray. Thought about a 3. Gray spins. And that's taken away by Jewel Lloyd at the Seattle Storm. Lloyd goes around the screen, kicks out for three, cannot hit, and that's gonna be a loose ball foul on Las Vegas. That's their first team foul.
We got a shot of Mark Davis, who is the owner of the Aces. There's still a lot of, as you said, not a lot of clarity as to exactly what happened. The Players Association
Inbound. We got 22. It goes around the screen. Out to Lloyd. Picked up by Alicia Clark. Out to 23 to the for mid range. Short rebound to Wilson. And Plum now takes up for the Aces. Now to Young. Young sprints by off the glass. Good for two. Aces now go up by three over the Seattle Storm. So now got Lloyd for three. Cannot hit. Asia Wilson pulls down the board. Here comes Jackie Young now taking the charge for the Aces. Goes around the screen, pulls up for three. Down it goes for Jackie Young. And we got a timeout by the Seattle Storm. So Seattle down 14-8 to the Aces. Shout out to the 10, though, man. So, star matchup between Jewel Lloyd and Asia Wilson. Last season, Wilson averaged 19 and a half points per game, 9.4 rebounds per game, almost 2 blocks per game. Jewel Lloyd, 16.3 points per game, 39% from three. It would go along with 3.4 assists per game going to last season. Obviously, the Aces, despite having Brianna Stewart, they had a good roster, too. They had a really good roster construction, just couldn't get the job done. You know, it's just the way it is what it is.
In my opinion, compared to what they had last year, Asia Wilson, they're different when you compare them to each other. Asia Wilson really has to do the same thing that she did last year. Jewel Lloyd is having a lot more asked of her this season.
That is true as well. With the departure of Brianna Stewart, yeah, it's a lot more pressure on her shoulders. So since 2015, 252 games played for Julie, which is second in the WNBA, only behind Aces guard Chelsea Gray. Got 311. It's a 14-8 lead for the Aces. Oh, righty. Well, like Jewel Lloyd's going to take a bit of a breather on the bench with 3:11 here. And now here comes the Storm. Right now, the Aces right now on an 8-0 run, almost the last 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes 50 seconds. It's a good ball movement in the post. Tough shot, good for two. Now it's cut down to a 4-point lead for the Aces. And out to Wilson, who drives to the basket. Off the glass, cannot finish. The rebound pulls down by Seattle and pulls out to the hoop, and in and out it goes. Plum with the rebound. And Kelsey Plum now taking the charge at the point. Sprints by, off the glass, cannot finish. Rebound to Seattle. So right now, Aces a little bit on the going a little bit ice cold after that 8-0 run. And that's going to be the second on the Aces. So Aces going with their whites. Obviously, hands off to Jokic. Out to for three. Cannot hit. Rebound to Asia Wilson. Or sorry, that's Candace Parker pulls down the rebound. So now we got Chelsea Gray now taking it up for the Aces. Now hands it off to Alicia Clark. Now to Parker, and that's taken away by the Storm. And that is going to be good for 2. And a little bit poor. And that was the one thing I would nitpick last season was sometimes get a little bit careless with the basketball. Out to Clark. Oh, nice save by Wilson, and that's another turnover by the Aces. That is good. Now it's tied back up at 14 from Seattle. And I got Plum. Now gets a screen by Parker. Out to Wilson, to Gray. Out to Plum, thought about a 3. She steps inside. She'll drive and will draw the contact going to the line for 2. That's going to be the 3rd team foul on the Storm.
Talked about with her team wanting to hang their hat on defense. She said, we want to be disruptive, aggressive at the point of attack, and we are athletic at all positions. You see a steal leading to a layup into Jordan Horston with the athleticism to stop on a dime and elevate the second unit, bringing defensive energy that leads to the offense. Time to check out today's national.
At 59.7 remaining here in the first. And both free throws are good. And I will be live for this between the Aces and the Sparks. Then out to the Horston. Around the horn, ball moved by Seattle. Kick almost. And that's going to be, it looks like a turnover or traveling violation on the Seattle Storm at 41. At 41.2. Well, I am not sure because I never really did any sports betting on the WNBA itself. And Gray for 3 cannot hit with short. Gets her. Oh, almost got her own miss. And here comes Jewel Lloyd. Nothing. Just now slowly holding it for about 25 seconds to go. We got 10 seconds on the shot clock. Screen gets the screen. Plum with tight defense on Lloyd. Out to Russell. And 3, 2, and Plum. And we'll draw the contact just barely with 1.1 on the clock. That's going to be the 4th on the Storm. And the Will Quinn sounds like she's not having any of it. The last season, 20.2 points per game for Kelsey Plum last season. And first free throw is good. 17-14. Aces lead the Storm. I'm doing the entire game actually. So I'll be here for both the first and second half. And she rounds the second one home. It is good. And that is going to be end of the first quarter. So the first quarter comes to a close. And Aces now hold a 4-point lead going to the second after this commercial break. But shout out to everyone that's been in the chat, though. All right.
Candace Parker, she's wearing all black shoes with white socks, which is like criminal, but she can pull it off. She's a goat, so we're gonna let her do it today. But then we'll talk to her about it after the game, right? Okay. You have done terrific. You're coming off.
I appreciate that.
How's it felt out here to get your group back?
Like I said, I'm going to do a lot more WNBA games this entire season.
And good things will happen. Thank you so much, KB. We'll be back right after this for our ABC station.
All right. But yeah, I'll be back at it again on Thursday. At the same time between the Aces and the Sparks. That's gonna be a bit of a late night game, so you guys don't want to and all that good stuff. Alrighty. Do, 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 do. Alrighty. Do, do, do. All right, we're going to be starting the second quarter. It's an 18-14, very close lead between the Aces and the Storm.
And we are joined now live by Coach Noel Quinn. And Quinn, first quarter in the books. A lot of new faces for you.
And Noel Quinn, two-time WNBA champ with Seattle. Also won it as a player in 2018 and also in 2020 as an assistant. Here we go. Can you even see it? And that is no good. And rebound goes to Chelsea Gray. Here in the second, Gray goes around a screen by Parker, gives it to Parker. Off the can't finish. Good tip in by that is good. That might I can't even tell it. An offensive foul going against the Seattle Storm.
How do you evaluate her offensive production and decision making so far?
Her number one role for us is to be a consistent and efficient scorer. The next role would be to give us some energy on the other end of the floor.
All right, we got great. Out to Zakia Stokes. Now Parker trying to find him. And that's going to be an illegal screen going the other way. With 9:13 here in the second. 6-point game here in Seattle.
The thing that stands out to me is Coach Quinn admitting these are tough matchups. And think about it. Mercedes Russell guarding Candace Parker, a former MVP. Mercedes didn't play last season. She told me before the game she's still just trying to get into live game rhythm again.
They got Ted and out and off the hands of Candace Parker. That's going to say Kia Stokes is going to be out of bounds, still staying with the Seattle Storm.
they've done so far.
A lot of inexperienced Arella Garantes about to check in, second year out of Rutgers, did not play last year.
Yeah, Garantes now checking in for the Storm.
She gets thrown into the fire.
Matching up against Kelsey Plum, who made 3.5 out of 6.
Now Lloyd for 3.
Boyd blocked by Kia Stokes.
And Kia Stokes with the block. And Plum out to Parker for 3. Down it goes for Candace Parker. Candace Parker gets her first points as a member of the Las Vegas Aces.
This 9-0 run.
We got Clark on the outside. Hands up. And
Clark in the game. Plum just flat out took it away.
And Plum just really just literally took it away from Jewel Lloyd. Garantes on Gray. Pulls up from mid-range. Down it goes for Chelsea Gray.
Knocking it down.
And we get a timeout by the Storm.
The Aces on a huge run. Up by 11.
An 11-point lead going into commercial break. All righty. Oh, man. Yeah, righty. All right. Shout out to the 9, though. We're probably going to get a little bit more going into the second half. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, it's still early. 1-point lead, but shout out to everyone that's been coming into the chat, though. So we're coming to you guys live from not just my channel, but also from the All-Star Sports, which you also check out. Most of it's linked down below. It's going to be a lot of fun this year for the WNBA.
Presented by Google and Candace Parker.
This play stands out to me, man. Might not look like much, right? A little rough screen action. Kelsey Plum finds Candace Parker on the pick and pop, but it stands out because in their preseason game against the Liberty, Candace Parker sets a screen on Kelsey Plum. She comes off of it, but she misreads it. She thinks Candace is going to roll, and Candace
Now hands it off to Russell. Now to Garantes. Now hands it back to Lloyd. And that shot is good for 2 from Seattle. Hello, Grega. Now we got Gray. Out to Parker. Now hands it off to Plum, who goes around. Out to Alicia Clark, who steps inside. Off the glass. Good for 2 by Alicia Clark. To get that on scoop and score. I mean, right now, Aces up 27-16. And Garantes with tight defense. And it's going to be a traveling violation on Garantes. Yes, opening week for my Aces. And that is the 6th turnover by the Storm compared to Miami's, like I said, with 5. Even though that's the one thing I will nitpick with this team a lot is the turnovers. And Parker out to Plum. To Wilson. Oh, nice pump fake. Good for 2 with the up and under. So 29-16. About reach about the 7-minute mark here in the second. We got Russell. Now hands off to Carantes. Now ball moving to Lloyd for open 3. Cannot hit. Rebound to Wilson. Now we got Plum now taking off for the Aces. Hands off to Wilson. Wilson spins off the glass and we'll go to the line for the 3-point play.
Asia Wilson, you know she's going left, but adding in the crossover to the right and then spinning back to her left is so difficult when you have a player with athleticism and strength and an explosive ability to get to the rim. And then you
So
add
31-16, 6:41 here in the second. And the 3-point play is complete.
another thing as well, she has space to operate.
An 18-2 Aces run almost 5 minutes of play here in the second quarter. Lloyd gets blocked by Alicia Clark. McNamore cannot hit either. Rebound to Jackie Young. Jackie Young now takes it up for the Aces. Now hands off to Parker. Back to Young. Young back to Parker. Back to Wilson with some decent ball movement. And that is going to be another turnover by the Aces. And offensive foul going against the Storm.
That's a frustrating play for Seattle. It's as she attacks Chelsea Gray, definitely setting.
And Chelsea Gray, that's what she can do. And that's going to put Ezzie McNamore right on the bench for a bit of a breather. We got Gray out to Young. Now hand up back to Gray. Screened by Wilson. And Chelsea Gray with tight defense. Great turnaround jumper. Cannot get that to fall. Rebound to Jewel Lloyd. Take it up for the Storm. Floater, and that is finally her first points. Well, right now we're down to about with 5:31, so it's a possibility. It looked like Candace Parker took a shot to the face a little bit.
Jordan Horston going up for the rebound.
Voice of Royal Band, he and his officiating crew will take a look.
But now we're going to get a bit of a review here.
Tennessee, in the piece of Candace Parker.
Crashing the glass. Looks like she's trying to almost avoid the basketball as it's going out of bounds and accidentally hits.
I don't think there was no intent there.
I don't think it should be upgraded. Doesn't make it any less painful.
Hmm.
First phase just happened to be in the wrong place.
Wrong time. Yep, that is true.
Van, Isaac Arnett, Fatu Sissoko Stevens having a conversation.
The hostile act review is deemed to be incidental, no further penalty.
Absolutely the right way to go.
It's just,
Good job.
it's just accidental contact. Yeah, because Philly doesn't have a WNBA team. That's why. That's why. Even though I did get started, like I said, when you first saw me doing streams last season, yeah, because I got started a little bit late last season, so I'm going to do a lot more this year, and going forward as well over the years. And I got Gray Out to Wilson in the post. And tough defense. And good defense by the Storm. So right now, 32-18, about 5:10 to here in the second. We got Russell out to Lloyd. Oh, and the Storm almost turned it over for their 7th turnover. Lloyd, that is good for 2 by Jewel Lloyd. Because for mostly of the first quarter and bits and pieces here in the second, she's been nothing but ice cold. A good ball moving to Jackie Young on the corner. Out to Parker. Wilson on the post. Fadeaway jumper. Good for 2 by Asia Wilson. So 34-20. Now we got Lloyd taking on Alicia Clark. She pulls up for 3. And rolls in and out of the basket. Rebound to Wilson. Now here comes Chelsea Gray now taking the charge. Draw the attention of number 3 by the looks of it. Gray out cross court. Jackie Young for the floater. Too strong. And rebound taken away by the Storm. And Charles to the basket gets blocked by Parker. And Parker, she takes it up for the Aces and hands it off to Jackie Young. Now to Wilson. Young back to Wilson. To Gray. Gray out to Parker. Good for 2. 36-20. Aces lead over the Seattle Storm. They got 22. Now hands off to Lloyd. And gets the friendly go, and that is good for 2 by Jewel Lloyd. Yeah, Mitch is... Oh, Alicia Clark from coast to coast. Good for 2. Obviously, we got Lloyd taking on Alicia Clark. Goes around a screen. Clark... Lloyd... Oh, he gets the friendly roll. Little friendly touch at the Climate Arena. Also home to the Seattle Kraken as well, for those who might going to be wondering. Wilson in the post. Turnaround jumper. Good for 2 by Aisha Wilson. 40-25 with under 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter. And Chelsea Gray comes up with the steal for the Aces, leading the charge. Splits a couple defenders, has to put the brakes on. Fancy footwork out to Jackie Young. Turn it with a turnaround jumper of her own, and we'll draw the contact. It's going to be the 13 foul on the Storm.
Jackie Young is just so strong. And you know who else is strong? The reigning MVP. 2 on me, I do not care.
And that's going to take us to the commercial break with 2:23 remaining here in the second quarter. Oh, boy. Okie dokie. Yeah, Mitch is doing one, so God bless him, because for me, I stopped doing. I'm going to start. Right now. I'm not doing no more Phillies games this year. Well, for the time being. Yeah. Shout out to the 17, though. All right. It'll be a lot of fun. And obviously, so the commercial break at the moment. For those just coming in, yeah, Storm Aegis. Well, for most of it, it's been quietly ice cold because had dealt with a little technical issues where I was coming in. So, and Jewel Lloyd finally getting her footing because from the entirety of the first quarter, I think almost half of the second, she's been almost kind of quite ice cold. Yeah, righty. Alrighty. Righty then. And speaking on that, I mean, so far we've seen some. Right now, 4 teams right now already in the win column.
Jordan Horston still in the game for Seattle. We mentioned it's graduation weekend in Knoxville, but she's a little bit tied up, so this was nice. Seattle had their own graduation ceremony for Jordan, and yes, that's Coach Quinn playing the role of the dean.
Look how excited the entire
Yeah, Robinson right now showing Jordan Horston. Obviously the Seattle Storm hosting their own graduation for Jordan Horston from Tennessee. And Young with the first free throw, it is good for 41-25 here in the second quarter. Ace is still a commanding lead over the Seattle Storm. And 1-2 and rebound. Now here comes Jewel Lloyd. Now taking it up for the Storm. Locked on by Kelsey Plum. Now out to number 22 on top of the key. McNamara with the screen. Out. Gray with top defense. And that cannot fall. Wilson pulls down the rebound. There we go. Jackie Young now taking it up for the Aces. Now out with the screen from Wilson. Now to Gray. Back to Young. Wilson in the post, and that's taken away by the Storm. That's Turner with the steal. Lloyd to the basket, and we'll draw the context and go to the line. That's going to be a pretty team foul. That'll be the first team foul here in the second.
When you look at the box score, just the shot distribution for Seattle.
All righty.
It's Jewel Lloyd with 13 field goal attempts. No one else with more than 5. So when you talk about a heavy load on Jewel Lloyd right now offensively, but it'll get better as the
So Lloyd right now 16 minutes, has 9 points, 4 of 13 from the field, and misses the first free throw. And 1-2 for the free throw line for the Storm.
The app is much better. Yeah, much better.
So now we got Jackie Young.
Well, Pam, going back to talking about how
And
at any second.
I'll see now hands off to Plum on the top of the key. Plum pulls up for 3. That is short. Rebound goes to McNamara. And Jewel Lloyd. Now, ball movement looks like out to Horston with a scoop and score. That is good by Jordan Horston. All right, we got under a minute to play here. And that's be out of bounds. We got Gary close to halftime. Pulls up for 3. That is no good. Wilson pulls down the rebound. Hands off to Jackie Young. Or that's Chelsea Gray. Takes it up for the Aces. Gets a screen by Stokes. Gray out to Wilson in the post. And Wilson will draw the contact. 28.3 here in the second. That's going to be the 14th foul on the Seattle Storm. They got Young. Off the high, arcing off the glass. He has Stokes with the offensive rebound. Gray cannot hit it. Offensive board. And that's going to be the 15th foul. That should be putting the Aces in the penalty, or in the bonus, I should say. There'll be 2 free throws coming.
As far as fouling goes, they did not foul very often last season. Think about the pieces they had.
15.1 remaining here. And the first free throw is good.
Gabby Williams, Stephanie Talbot. Last season, Gabby Williams and Stephanie Talbot had the main matchup for Chelsea Gray. Those two aren't here. So defensively, when we're seeing a lot of fouls from this Seattle team, again, a lot of these players haven't played in the league. And a lot of these players haven't played together defensively. That will also
Jackie Young, 10 points. Well, make that 11 points, 4 rebounds for the Aces. Now get an inbound to Joy Lloyd from Jordan Horston. 10 seconds here. Lloyd locked on by Plum. It gets a screen by Russell. Lloyd driving to the basket. Cannot go. Rebound to Plum. And that is it. We are at the half. We're at the half. So right now, Jackie Young being the leading scorer with 11, Wilson with 9, Parker with 7, and Kelsey Plum with 8 going into the half. It's going to be a lot of interesting things to going forward. But all that good stuff. But you know how it is. If you get, we're going to take it for a quick halftime break, and you guys don't want to stick around, and I'll be back. All right, we are back. I gotta take a bit of a break, a halftime break, I should say. But regardless, so the Aces coming to this one, obviously, for those who have not really paid attention to the news, Beckham getting suspended with all the crazy shit that was, coming out or was alleged by former Aces forward Derek Hamby, even though I really can't say much on it. But but overall, it's really seen like these ladies they're not missing a step because of that. But all right, here we go. All right, so we got number 22 now taking it out for the Storm. Hands off, looks like two. Back to Lloyd for two. Cannot hit. Rebound to Plum. Plum now kind of hands it off. Oh, come on. Sorry about that. Freaking camera's really pissing me off today. There we go. That three is no good. So now we got numbers 9. Hands it out to McNamara for 3. Pretty much misses the side of the rim. And Wilson with the coast to coast. That is good for 2. I almost hit the wrong button on my other computer. And McNamara with the ball in her hands, hands it off. Back like 22. Was it hands up to 9? Back to Russell. Now to Lloyd. Lloyd for 3. Down it goes for Jewel Lloyd. Jewel Lloyd right now in double figures with 13 points, even though it hasn't really been great overall. And we get a foul on the floor, and looks like that's going to go against the Aces. Like a Gray. Another foul. Oh, so that's quick two team fouls on the Storm. My apologies. They got Plum with a crossover. High arcing shot off the glass, cannot hit. McNamara with the rebound. Here comes 22 on a coast to coast, and that's going to be out of bounds. Turnover, Seattle. So now we got Young pulls up from mid range. Looks like blocked from behind. And here comes a one. And Parker with the block. Still that stays with the Storm with 8:02 remaining here in the third. Shout out to the 12 total people that's in here, man. And inbound to Lloyd. Cannot get it. And a lot of people try to reach for the rock. Out to Gray off the glass. Good for 2. 47-31. Aces still hold their lead over the Storm. Now to Russell. Back to Lloyd. Lloyd tries to go around straight by McNamara for mid-range. Down it goes for Jewel Lloyd, with obviously a lot of pressure on her shoulders and a way to pretty much carry this team with Super retiring last year. Fadeaway jumper from Wilson cannot hit. So now here we go. Russell out, and that's another Seattle turnover. Now out to Wilson. Now to Parker. Parker with a nice pass out to Young. Off the glass with a nice turnaround. Turnaround lead up for good for 2. So now I got under 7 minutes at the 6:50 mark. And Parker takes it away here. Candace Parker with the scoop and score. That is good for 2. 51-33. The Aces lead over the Seattle Storm. And we get a timeout by the Storm. And that takes us to commercial break. Alrighty. 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 Shout out to 13, man. Except for opening day for WNBA basketball, especially for me, anyways, it's kind of fantastic. All right. All right. Actually, show this current version of the Aces team. I had bits and pieces of the New York Liberty with additions of Courtney Vandersloot from the Chicago Sky. Oh, come on with this freaking stinking piece of crap. My camera stinks. There we go. There we go. All righty. Here we go. Goes leg out to Lloyd. And that's another another turnover. Here comes Jackie Young with the coast to coast. Good for 2 by Jackie Young. That was up to a 20-point lead for the Aces here in the third. Jackie Young with 15 points, 4 of 8. And we get a foul on the Aces. That's going to go against Kelsey Plum. Now we got Lindsay. Now up to Lloyd. Lloyd with the floater. That is short. Rebound to Jackie Young. Jackie Young leading the charge for the Aces. Had to put her on the brakes. Out to Plum. Plum goes around the screen. Nice bounce pass to Parker. Gets stripped from behind. Out of bounds. Looks like McNamara was the last person to touch it. Still stays with the Aces. 5:48 to go. All right, quick 3 by the Aces, and down it goes for Kelsey Plum. Now we got Ezzy McNamara out with the chokage back to McNamara in the post, and that is good for 2. So under 5.5 to play. And that's another aces, a quick aces turnover. Here comes the Storm. Open 3, cannot hit. Rebound to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray now takes it up for the aces. Oh, man. And that is good for 2 by Chelsea Gray. So 58-35, under 5 minutes to play here in the third. And the Storm just could not just have a hard time getting things going. Drawing the double team to Magna board, spin around, and cannot get that friendly roll. And that's going to be another second team foul on the aces.
Yes, that's Tyler Marsh. Bears repeating that he is the acting head coach. Becky Hammond again suspended 2 games, the first 2 games of this regular season, violating league and team respect workplace policies. Tyler has a lot of experience in the G League, also the NBA.
And out to the basket. And quick steal by Alicia Clark. Now hands off to Plum. Plum. Take right now mismatch with the mismatch on Magnaport. And it looks like it's blocked up top. And that is good for 2 by the Seattle Storm. 58-37. Now we got Clark. Now takes up for the aces. Now I guess it'll Asia Wilson to Kelsey Plum. Plum around the screen. And another turnover by the aces. Oh, good Lord. And Horston for the floater. Cannot fall. Rebound to Kia Stokes. What's good, man? What is good? We got Plum. Out to Wilson in the post on McNamara. Fade away 2. It cannot hit. Rebound chased by Kia Stokes. Chases down the offensive board. Now gets it to Wilson back in the post on Horston. And good for 2. Wilson already with a double-double today. 13 points, 10 boards. Lloyd, tough shot, cannot go. That's the rebound number 11 for Asia Wilson. And Plum on the baseline, turnaround jumper. And that's an open 3 by Seattle. Down it goes. So now here comes Jackie Young. And we get a timeout by the aces. At 2:46 here in the third. Well, coming up, in the next few days, you have Thursday. I'll be back at it again between the Aces and the Sparks. Friday on the Ion Network, you got the Mystics and the Sky, the Wings and the Seattle Storm on both on the Ion Network.
So much talk about the super teams. Las Vegas, but Washington looked great against New York yesterday.
Underrated. Probably the most underrated free agency move, Brittany Sykes to Washington. When you talk about a team that hangs their hat on defense and has so much defensive energy and speed and athleticism, and then you add the ultimate athlete, hustle, heart player, get to the rim, elevate over everyone, and Brittany Sykes into that mix, I thought she fit in extremely well. I was very impressed with Washington. They were fun to watch.
Yeah, they certainly are. And a contender, Eric Tebow, now the first-year head coach for them, taking over for his dad. Candace Parker coming in and helping out with the Aces. Let's go over to Holly for more on Asia Wilson.
Well, Asia Wilson doing what she does. She has now set a new franchise record with her 55th double-double in her career.
There we go. Young to the basket with the floater. Off the glass. Can't finish. And here comes Magdeburg taking over. And we'll draw the contact. That's going to be the third team foul on the Aces.
What did you do in the offseason to get ready and to be ready to defend that championship? She said, honestly, I celebrated. I've been working so hard. The MVP, the Defensive Player of the Year, the champion, and then went right to World Championships where she was also the MVP. She said, I needed to celebrate all of the hard work, everything that I've accomplished. And so she took some time to.
And the first free throw is good.
Here she is, game one, picking right up where she left off. And she deserved every bit of that celebration, Holly. And, Pam, I want to go back because what Noelle Quinn said to Ezzie Magdeburg, when we listened to that sound, she said, great defense, great verticality. You're playing great on the defensive end. Now reward yourself offensively.
And 1 and 2 for Magdeburg for the free throw line. So now we got Gray. Gray out to Young, to Plonk, or so that's Alicia Clark. Back to Stokes. Now to Gray, to Clark in the corner for 3. Down it goes for Alicia Clark. So 63-41. And Horston to the basket. And off the glass, good for 2. Now it's back to it's still holding 20-point lead for the Aces. With under 2 minutes to play here in the third. Now we got Gray directing traffic out. Looks like out to Young. Young. And out to Wilson. Ooh, that's taken away by the Storm. Here comes Jordan Horston. Out to 3. Down it goes. Quinteros with the 3. And Gray out to Young for 3. Down it goes for Jackie Young. Well, that's Jackie Young for you. Tough shot by Horston off the top of the backboard. Rebound goes to Aces. Oh, nice save to Chelsea Gray. And we'll draw the contact. It's got to be the third team foul on the Storm. With 53.9 seconds to go here in the third.
We mentioned Jade Melbourne for Seattle. She's out there playing, the youngest player in the league. She won't turn 21 until August. And Sue Bird made her debut in this.
First free throw is good by Chelsea Gray. And yeah, Jaden Melbourne now coming now on the floor for the Seattle Storm. And both free throws are good. 68-46. And we got Melbourne. Driving to the basket on Kia Stokes. Cannot get that to fall. Rebound goes to Asia Wilson. Here comes Chelsea Gray now directing traffic. Out to Clark for 3. Down it goes for Alicia Clark. And we get a timeout. Oh, we get a timeout call here? I guess not. We got Jokic out to Quinteros. And she kind of will draw the contact off Alicia Clark at 23.5 here in the third.
That's a foul on Clark. Garantes heads to the line.
Garantes. And first free throw is good. Oh, boy. And then later on tonight at 8:30, you get the Nuggets and Lakers game 3. And both free throws are good.
I don't think so. I think the Nuggets
They've got 15, so run it out of 10 seconds here in the third. Aces up 71-48 over the Storm. Gray out to Young for three. Down it goes. And that, my friends, will do it for the third. Down to the final 10 minutes. The Aces right now running away with this one. Oh, boy. All righty. Oh, God. Shout out to the 13, man. Guys, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because like I said, you're gonna see a lot more WNBA content for most of the entire summer as well. With the occasional MLB streams here and there at the same time. It'll be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun for this new young WNBA season. Yeah, righty. Shout out to the 15. Shout out to the 15. Right now we're in a commercial break. For those who are just coming in a way, you can pretty much consider this a blowout. The Aces still kind of picking up where they left off after last season, winning it all over the Connecticut Sun. Yeah, man, it had a few subtractions to the roster, and I'm fortunately not going to have Becky Hammond for their for today and their Thursday matchup against the Sparks. All right, here we go. We got Kelsey Plum now taking it up for the Aces with Jokic right now locked on her. Gets the Kia Stokes now out to Parker. Parker now hands it off to Young, who's been kind of red hot. Now to Parker. Parker with the handoff to Jackie Young. Young with the tough shot. Gets it to fall for two. 76-48. Aces still hold their lead. Let's be real. Commanding lead over the Seattle Storm. Out to Horston. Back to Jokic. And to Russell. And we'll draw the contact. That's going to be the first team foul here in the fourth on the Aces. So now we got Chelsea Gray now coming in for Jackie Young now coming in. So after Russell misses her first free throw of the day. And over two. And Parker with the rebound. Now Parker now takes it up for the Aces. Actually, draw the attention of Jordan Horston with the screen by Young. Or by Plum. And that's taken away by by the Storm on a 3-on-2 fast break. That shot is good. 70. Now we got Gray taking on Gray. Pulls up from deep mid range. That is good for 2 by Chelsea Gray. 78-50. Still in favor of the Aces today. So tight ball, well, small ball movement to Russell in the post on Candace Parker. Russell, turn around, baby hook, cannot hit. Kia Stokes with the rebound. Here comes Chelsea Gray. Takes it up for the Aces. Splits the cup. Wow, finds it open and gets blocked from behind, and that's going to be out of bounds. Still Aces basketball. All right, quick inbound to Plum. Tough shot and the and one. Good for 2. And it's going to be go to the line for the 3-point play. So 80-50. And tough. No. And that's going to be the second. And the first free throw is good. 80-51. You're a Storm fan? Yeah. Yeesh. And both free throws are good. Now we got Gray. Gets out to Plum. Plum thought about a deep 3, but she'll step inside and hands it out to Parker for 3. Cannot hit. And we get a foul on the floor. And that is going to be the second team foul on the Storm. So Parker for 2. And Parker with the first free throw is good. And both free throws are good. Already 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 blocks, and all 3 free throws are good. And here we go. It's like Jokic out. And that's and that'd be out of bounds. And that free throw is good. And Magdeburg in the post, taking him. Stokes cannot hit. Back iron. Stokes pulls down the board. Here comes Kelsey Plum, now taking the charge for the Aces here in the fourth. Out. Now be off the hands, out of bounds.
You watch Candace be this incredible player and leader, but then to also see her be an incredible mother. That was really special for me. And special to see her here. One on this team, but also prioritizing her family.
That three is no good. Rebound to Russell. Russell with the baby hook. Gets the friendly bounce off the back iron. Good for two. What's good? What's up? What's up? And baby hook from Plum cannot go. Russell with the rebound. And I got this. Now we got this. Lloyd for three. Oh, that is laces for Jewel Lloyd. 83-58. And Gray with a shot of her own. That is good for two. So 85-58. Ace is still hold.
An absolute mastermind with the basketball in her hands. Whether she is looking to score, Becky Hammond said last season she has her PhD in the pick and roll, and she does.
And Lloyd, that cannot hit. And Parker comes out with her fourth rebound. Now hands it off to Young. And that's taken away by McNamara. 2-1-1 fast break. And cannot get the friendly bounce. Chelsea Gray with the rebound. Gets it out to Alicia Clark. She pulls up for three. Cannot hit. And I got Lloyd now taking it up for the Storm. Lloyd pulls up for three. Too strong. Stokes with the rebound. Here comes Parker driving. Spins with the baby hook. It cannot hit. And where do you get Kristen Bell coming off the bench for the Aces? And that's going to take us to a commercial break. Righty. Shout out to the 22 that's coming into the stream right now. Appreciating what's coming through. All righty. All righty. All right. Hey, if you're a Storm fan, yeah, it's an ugly one. I will say that. Alrighty. Oh, God. Alrighty.
I call this the motorcycle look. I call this Pink Panther. Real sneaky like. All the pink. Cindy Colson always brings heat. This is fun. The best dressed league by far. This is something that Kelsey called out Candace Parker on.
So pretty much all the starters are out for the Aces, and that's going to be another foul on the Aces coming out of that break.
You know, my comment is, they be your own people, your own teammates. Throwing you under the bus. I love Kelsey Plum giving Candace a bit of a hard time. But Kirsten Bell is also rocking black shoes and white socks. There we go.
Hey, Quinteros. That short's too short. Magnabor with the rebound, and that's going to be...
Also, as you mentioned earlier, on her way to trying to be the first player in the league to win a championship with 3 different teams, so she can do whatever she wants on this channel.
We're going to get a jump ball, and the Aces will win the jump ball. Now we got Gray out to Young. Young with the step back 3, yeah. And that is no good from Jackie Young. And out to the basket, and blocking foul going against the Aces. That's their 14th foul. At 4:34 remaining here in the fourth. So 2 free throws coming for the Storm, and that is no good on the first one.
It's so much fun. That is so much fun to listen to. One, the unselfishness of Candace to let us mic her up, but also the unselfishness to pour in to Asia Wilson and the openness.
And 1 and 2 from the line goes to Storm. So we get an inbound to Gray. So Chelsea Gray now takes off for the Aces. Well, right now, with the Aces right now holding 85-59 here in the fourth. Asia Wilson right now is on the bench because how this game has been turned out to be a blowout. And got Lloyd from deep mid-range, cannot hit. Rebound. All right, they're learning some of these new. Tough shot by Gray, and that is good. That's good for 2. That's a 3. And we get an offensive foul on the Storm. That's going to be the 3rd. And Kelsey Plum's going to be checking back in for the Aces.
That's empowering. When you have a veteran in the league like Candace Parker asking you questions, it fills you up. It gives you confidence. Hey, she wants to hear my opinion. I know that's what it would do for me. Hey, that's how I feel when you ask me questions. Just so you know.
Candace Parker is 37 years of age and playing in her 16th season. Just her journey, taking her to Vegas.
Now we got Plum now taking over for the Aces. Right now you have Jackie Young, Bell, Gray, George, and Stokes are on the floor for the Aces right now. And Plum, and we'll draw the contact. That's going to be the 14th foul on the Storm.
6 players that have recorded a block. And so they're playing together on the offensive end. They're helping each other on the defensive end. 18 assists on 33 made field goals. The offensive chemistry is where it needs to be. Really impressive showing.
Yeah, Plum. Plum with the 3 seconds of the shot clock. Pulls up for three. Down it goes. Yikes. Woohoo. 90-59. Oh, God. Out. And that is out of bounds. Seattle basketball with 3:08 remaining here in the fourth. And it's, oh boy. And we got Raquana Williams. That shot can't fall. Rebound was a Bell. Here comes Plum. Oh, Plum off the glass. Good for two.
I'm excited about Kayla George. She is a post player that has the ability to stretch the floor.
And Jordan Horston almost lost the basketball, but manages to recover. And looks like Kayla George might have gotten a hand on it. But however, rebound goes to Kirsten Bell. Here comes Kelsey Plum. Under 2.5 to play. And out to Kristen Bell. Step back three. Down it goes for Kristen Bell. Jesus Christ. Woohoo. So we got 2:15, 95-59. A short shot. It looks like George comes up with a rebound. Here comes Kelsey Plum. Taking on a few defenders. Had to pull it out. And get some ball more to Kayla George. Out to Kirsten Bell. Back to George in the post. Good for two. 97-59. And yeah, this is that three is no good. Oh, okay, not get that friendly roll. Kirsten Bell chases down the rebound. Here comes Plum for three. Down it goes. Kelsey Plum makes it 100-59. Jesus. That three is no good. Here comes Kelsey Plum again on a 1-on-2 fast break up and gets blocked up top. And the Storm with a 5-on-4. Melberg gets the bounce. Yeah, that's really not going to really do much. And I got
You take away that you saw the league's best. You take away that, in my opinion, their defensive energy, especially
a 102-61.
apply more pressure there. It's hard against the Aces, but moving forward, defensive energy can increase. But what you love
Out to number 22, or Jordan Horston gets the layup. That was good for two. So 102-63. Oh boy, this is if you're a Storm fan, God, I feel bad for y'all in your opening week. Like Plum, it goes around a screen. Draw it out to Kayla George for three. Down it goes. Kayla George makes it 105-63. The Aces still hold well. And you get a foul. That's going to be the 15th foul with 10.1 on the clock. Well, that takes us to the commercial break. Yeah, so this. Let me just. Oh, God. Yeah. Shout out to everyone that's been kind of been tuning in to this. Well, I guess you can see ass whooping that the Aces have given the Seattle Storm, and it's oh boy, that's what up, Flame? Hey, good shit. I mean, it's just pretty much a bit of an ass whooping. That's basically what it is.
Brittany Griner makes her home debut of the season. Griner hosting the Sky WNBA Countdown. Crew will be live at Footprint Arena starting with 3. That is going to be a great atmosphere for fans in LA. Great last night. Andrea Carter part of that countdown. Team on the sidelines, and that's a lot of harmony and happiness over there, isn't it? Chelsea Gray hugging on one.
Well, that one free throw is good.
To be happy about today.
A lot to be happy about. It is so fun and exciting to watch the Aces operate. But really,
And
this
1 or
is
2.
like, this is just the start of the season. We're gonna
That
see
3 is no good. Put back short. And ladies and gentlemen, that is game. The Aces get their first win. Their first win of this young season by the final score 105-64 over the Seattle Storm. Overall, Storm fans, I mean, I feel bad for it. I would feel bad for the Storm fans going forward because, I mean, losing. I think also a sense of the fact that, losing Brianna Stewart, I think it's kind of biting them in the ass from really not trying to build around her. And stuff like that. But that's kind of where my nitpick is. And the only other nitpick I will say before I get up out of here is you got to take care of the basketball, especially as good as the Aces are. Take care of the basketball. You're too much of a good team not to really, of not trying to be careless with the basketball. That's all I'll add. But good, well, let's be real. Great win for the Aces. 105-64 is the final score. And that being said, have a great rest of your day, everybody.